All right, everybody. So today is July 5th, 2026. And I played my poker tournament yesterday. I really didn't want to make a video of... I didn't want to make I really didn't want to play poker. I wanted to make just a video of me talking about what happened yesterday. But I decided I didn't want to go ahead and... I didn't want to do that because I felt like it would be more entertaining if I had a video of me playing poker, talking about what happened yesterday when I played poker. So if you guys been watching any of the videos lately, right now I'm playing a 54-person tournament. If you know any of my videos, you already know that. And I'm changing a philosophy. When I have pocket nines like this and, oh wait, I'm first, everybody folded. I'm just gonna call because 4 people total could call, so I feel comfortable seeing the flop and then deciding what to do. But, if you've been following me on my videos or watching any of these videos lately, you know that that I had a tournament coming up. I knew about this tournament for a week, so I made a video every day to play. I'm just gonna bet a little bit, $100, just to keep them in. They could be chasing a flush, could have a straight, could have. So now look, I want to keep maybe 100. And that's another thing. You never want to show your opponent what you have. You don't want to show them. You don't want to give them any ideas, any clues, or whatever. Like, you may feel like, oh, I did this. I showed them this for that reason. They might think the real reason why you showed them. And you won't even know that the real reason why they showed them. So right here, I got a boat. Whatever they got, they don't have me beat. So unless they got pocket 8s or 7, or unless they got pocket 8s. So I'll just bet a little bit because I want money from them, but I want them to pay to see, and I don't think they have anything. So I'm not going to bet 590, so just enough to get money for them to pay to see that I got it. And she called. So look, that's how you do a hand like that. Unfortunately, yesterday, I didn't even play a hand like this, what happened right now. So let me talk about what happened. Yesterday we played a tournament. We had 9 players play, and we played for 5.5 hours, and we decided to chop the pot 5 ways. So I spent $60 to rebuy. I mean, not to rebuy. I spent $60 total playing. And we had over $520 in there. So I'm not sure how much everybody spent, but the money was going back and forth between 4 other players. The money went to me one time, but it was mainly going back and forth to, everybody basically. And they just wanted to call it quits and, just be happy with betting, winning $100 each. So we went ahead and agreed on that. If I didn't agree on that, I would have gotten knocked out the next hand because I had 18,000 chips. The big blinds were 4,000, 8,000. And we had 5 players. And I had Jack Queen. And I told myself I needed to go all in because I was going to be big blind, small blind the next 2 hands. I didn't think I was going to get anything better than Jack Queen. So when they dealt me the Jack Queen suited, I asked them, I said, is this the last hand that we're playing, or are we playing another hand, or what's going on? Or they're like, yeah, we could quit the game right now. And I said, so if I fold this hand, then I win $100. They're like, yeah, you get $100 if you fold this hand. I was like, okay, well, I guess I'll just go ahead and fold it. So I folded it, and they played it out anyway. Somebody had Queen Ace, and they would have beat me. And they would have called me because they had a whole lot more chips than me. They probably had like 50,000. I had 18,000. He was in the small blind. So, I would have lost. I would have made fifth place in the tournament, but that was with my back against the wall. So basically, my back was against the wall the whole entire night. Within the okay, so we started off with 18,000 chips. And within the first five hands, I was first to act, and I had pocket kings. And I'm going to tell you right now, guys, this is something to learn in poker right now, because I saw it happen a few other times too. I was first to act. I had pocket kings. The small blind, big blind was only the only amount of money in there was 300 chips. So if I would have bet 300 chips, everybody still would have called. They had to call 100. If I would have bet 300, everybody would have called. So I was like, okay, well, I don't want to bet 2,000 and have everybody fold. So what I went ahead and did is I just checked it. And 6 people called and nobody raised the flop. When the flop came out, there's a queen, 7, 8, or 7-9. And I was like, all right, there we go. So I went ahead and bet the pot, which was like 2,000 or 1,500. And 2 people called. And that's not what I wanted either, And so another junk card came out, like a 7 or an 8. And I bet the pot, which was 7,000, which was half my chips. And this was with fourth hand in poker. I already had half my chips in the pot. And somebody re-raised me really fast. They were like 14,000. And I was like, fuck. I was like, they hit their flood. They hit their straight, man. All they needed was you could tell they had 7-9 or 8-9. They had 8-9, and the 6 came out. So it was 6, 7, 8, 9, and the 5. It was a 5. So it was 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I knew he hit it when the 5 came out or whatever, and he re-raised me. So I folded. So for 3 hours, I didn't play a hand at all. For 3 hours, the only hand I played was if I had pocket pair. If I had like pocket 2s or pocket 5s, I would just call the blind. And if I hit, which I didn't, if I hit trips on the flop, then I would have, been aggressive. So, I only played pocket pair and just called the blinds. And then one time I had pocket 9s and I didn't raise. I just called. And somebody had pocket aces, and I folded on the flop. So for 3 hours, I played 4 hands: pocket kings, pocket 9s, and poly pocket 2s and poly pocket 5s, if I can remember correctly. 4 hands, the most, for 3 hours. And we had a break in an hour and a half or two, and I had pocket queens. And I went ahead and bet the pot. The pot was 5,000. I bet 5,000. I won the pot. Nobody called. They folded. And then my back was against the wall. And I had Jack King suited. I called somebody's all in because I had him covered. And I beat him. So I knocked them out, and I had a good amount of chips for a while. So for the next 2 hours, I played the next 2 hours I played an ace something, and I won that hand. Nobody called me. And then I went all in with somebody. I had them covered. I had ace 10, and they had ace 5, and I won. And then after that, I folded everything. I folded every single hand. So I played 1, 2, 3, 4. I played pocket kings. I played a few pocket pair. I played pocket 9s. I played pocket queens. I played King Jack suited, and I played Ace offsuit, and then another Ace offsuit. I played 8 hands total the night. I played 8 hands consciously total. I might have played my big blind once or twice, but I mean, everybody was raising all the time. We weren't seeing a free flop for sure. Hey, behave! So last night was a grind. Played poker for 6 hours, and I only played 8 hands. And maybe I played like 8 hands for sure. Maybe I played 10 to 12 hands total. And that's not an exaggeration. That's not, I mean, I didn't play Jack 10 offsuit. I didn't play Queen 9 offsuit. I didn't play Queen 10 offsuit. I didn't get, any face cards. Jack, I didn't get Ace King. I think I got Ace King one time I played it. So that had to have been one of the 8 hands I played. It was tough. It's tough. But I grinded it out, and I ended up winning money, like I said. I didn't go away easily. I didn't play any dumb cards. I didn't do anything stupid, and I ended up coming up with money. So, what happened is what I didn't expect me to get tied for 5th place and win money, but I did win money, and that's what I was expecting to happen.
Let's turn over the first 3.
So, that's my poker story. And I got to give it credit to this video game. This video game taught me how to play situational, positional poker. I had like 10 junk 5 times in a row. I had a 10 5 times in a row. I had 5-2. I had 5-10. I had 5-10. I had 2-3. No, I'm sorry. I had 10-3. I just had nothing but shit. I'm not going to play this hand this early in the tournament. And I got to spray paint my Hot Wheels real quick. I'll show a Hot Wheel. Oh, wait. Yeah, I can. Here's a Hot Wheel this is a glow-in-the-dark Ferrari. I put the rims on it. It glows in the dark, and I drilled the exhaust into the back. If it will focus, it won't focus. There we go. There's my Ferrari. I got a bunch of Hot Wheels. Here's my glow-in-the-dark McLaren. It glows in the dark, the whole thing. And it's a pretty car. I need to find some rims that would fit the back of it. I can't find any rims that would fit the back. It's got a wide body, so I need a little bigger steel bar. Here's a Batmobile that I painted and put rims on, and then it glows in the dark too, the white, the Batmobile from the movie. And then here's a glow-in-the-dark Camaro that I have. The whole car glows in the dark, green, and the inside. Changed out the rims on that. Here's a truck that glows in the dark. I stripped it, painted it, put everything in there in the back, spray painted it, putting tires on it. This glows in the dark too. This is a pretty cool truck. And let's see. I got this Corvette. It's a pretty Corvette, but I need to repaint it. I'm going to make it glow in the dark. I drilled holes in the bumper. It's a cool Corvette. So let me spray this real quick. Mexico is playing tonight, so we got a lot of Mexican music coming along. I mean, you go outside and you listen to these people. They're like screaming. They're watching the games outside with their family. I don't know how it is wherever everybody else is living, but
2, 10, 7. That's all around. The 8 apart.
okay. Let's fly through this. So yeah, that's what happened. The only mistake, and look, let me talk about the mistake that I made in poker yesterday. The mistake I made is I lost 7,000 chips, 8,000 chips, because I was first to act at the king. It was a situation I had talked about. I also saw somebody go. Did they go home? I can't remember if they went home or not. But I don't know if they lost and went home, but they lost a lot of money too, because on the turn they lost. They lost to the river. Actually, they lost to trips on the river, and they had pocket kings, and they let pocket kings go all the way down to the river and lose with trips, and they had the trip on the river. That is unacceptable, and it was heads up. So, what I'm saying is, you have pocket kings or anything pocket pair that you're comfortable with, pocket 10, whatever. If you want to act like pocket tens or like pocket aces, then you do it. But you go heads up with pocket pair. If you got pocket kings, pocket jacks, pocket aces, pocket queens, you want to go heads up and you want to be aggressive. You don't want 5 people calling, because when 5 people call, then you're like, oh, what do they got? And they check it down. And then, it's just not good. Or you could be like, or they could hit better than you after the flop. And then you're screwed, because then you're just betting into something that you're losing. So the odds are, you got pocket pair, they don't. So you get isolation with somebody. And then the odds are, you still have your pocket pair on the flop, and they don't have nothing. So then you bet on the flop. And if they re-raise you, those are the times to fold. That's the rule in poker right there. If you want to learn anything from all of this that I'm talking about, you isolate all the time with pocket whatever you're comfortable with. Pocket aces. If you're playing pocket aces or pocket kings, you play heads up. You figure it out. You go all in. Just go all in. If you don't know how much to bet, just go all in then. Because you do not want to lose. You don't want to lose half your chips. You'd rather just win the blinds than lose half of your chips. So pocket kings, pocket aces, even pocket queens, just go all in if you don't know what to do. That's the best advice I could give you, because I lost the most money within 5 hands of the tournament because I didn't know what to do with pocket kings and I was first to act. And if you missed what I said, the blinds were 100, 200. I had pocket kings. I was first to act. And I was like, yeah, I'll just let somebody raise and then I'll re-raise them and then go heads up. Well, nobody raised and there were 6 people on the flop. And then I bet the pot. And then 2 people called. And then I bet the pot. And then one person re-raised me and they had a straight. So that guy would not have hit his straight on the turn if I would have bet the flop, if I would have bet pre-flop, if I would have bet the flop. He would not. If I would have bet half my chips on the pre-flop and then bet half my chips on the flop, that guy would have been out and I wouldn't have been sitting around for 3 hours, folding every hand, just barely hanging on. That would not have been happening. So that's the greatest thing you could get out of poker is what I just told you. If you have pocket pair, a strong pocket pair in your first act, just bet really, really strong where everybody would fold. Okay. Well, I made that video to tell everybody what I had ended up doing last night. And I felt like I owed it to everybody who's been watching. Because I've been talking about it for the past week. But, I've been playing this poker for this whole week. And I mean, it's been just a grind on me with this video game. This video game poker is just grinded on me. And then the game yesterday just grinded me down. Like, I sat there for 6 hours and I played 8 hands for sure, maybe 10 hands. And I mean, that's not fun, that's not fun at all. But, I don't know if poker's supposed to be fun, or I don't know if you're supposed to have fun doing it, or I don't know what the hell I'm doing out there if I'm not having fun. But, I mean, it's something to do. I'm not sure, but I don't want to think about poker for a little while. I guess I'm telling everybody this is because this is my last video for a little while. Because, yeah, I just forgot how much how it's not fun, but I enjoy being challenged. Like, I like knowing, like, I could do this every time, and I know how to do it, and not everybody could do this every time. And it's just something that, but then when I'm doing it, I'm like, oh man, this is tough. This is not fun. It's tempting. That's why it's not fun. It's because it's tempting. And I'm not going into the temptation. I'm not calling all these hands that I want to call. And yeah, that's why it's not fun. And it's a grind. Because, there's so many times where I was like, holy shit, I would have flopped trips. Or, holy shit, I would have flopped a straight. Like I fold like queen 10 suited, and I would have flopped a straight. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I'm just upset. Look, I'm just gonna re-raise them. I don't have shit. But I'll post this video anyway if I get knocked out pretty quick. What, I need a jack? Yeah, I need a jack. Yeah. All right. Well, yeah, I just wanted to talk about my experience yesterday. I'm glad everybody stuck around. Just for the hell of it, I'll show what I'm working on right here. These are my Hot Wheels. Let's see here. So I painted that one, and I'm going to have it glow in the dark, and I'm looking for new tires on it. These are the ones I'm working on. These are the ones I showed you that I did earlier. These are the ones right here. I'm taking the tires off of them, and I'm going to use them for other cars. I'm going to paint the tires or do whatever with them. I needed different size tires, like this one right here. These tires, big in the back, small in the front, they probably fit on this one. And it looks good because it'd be glow in the dark, and you could see the body through the tires with the glow in the dark. This one, I'm going to make it like an apocalyptic Hot Wheel. So here's the Charger I painted. There's the Corvette interior that I have. Here's the apocalyptic vehicle. It's going to go with this one. I'll show you what I mean. So I bought this Hot Wheel. I'm going to fix it up because it comes with guns and everything. Change the tires on it, make it glow in the dark and everything. But I'll show you what I did over here real quick. So here are one of my Hot Wheels. It's a Barbie Hot Wheel that I turned into so it used to look like this, and I turned it into an Apocalypse Hot Wheel where it's got blood. It's hard to see because it's in the box, but it's got blood and everything. The other side's all decked out too. And then I got another one too. So here's my Ninja Turtle glow in the dark Volkswagen minivan. I'm gonna do Brian's Hot Wheel right there. I'm gonna paint that one. This one I changed out. This was a beautiful Hot Wheel. I put the tires on it so it could be see-through, the clear tires. I gave Optimus Prime some badass rims on his. But here's my other Hot Wheel right here. This is a zombie Hot Wheel. So that's an exhaust pipe in the front right there because the engine's in the front. Once you take it off, it's got blood and everything on it. I'm looking to glue a tire somewhere on here. So yeah, there's the little barbed wires keeping everything out. You can't really see it. It doesn't look that good. And then these are my glow in the dark Hot Wheels that I cut in half. So this one glows in the dark. I cut it in half. Put rims on it. This is one of my favorite Hot Wheels. It glows in the dark. I put those new tires on it, and then I painted it green. Left it with the green that it had, and then I painted it another green so the whole car glows in the dark. It's a beautiful Hot Wheel. And then this Hot Wheel too. I made the tires, painted them, glow in the dark. The whole thing glows in the dark. It was purple, and then I gave it like these color purples on top of it too. So that's what I'm doing too. That's my hobby, playing poker and making Hot Wheels. So yeah. So thanks for watching, everybody. Take care.